All-new edition of Primetime Thursday.
Well, they were center stage in our lives for a while, singing their hearts out, surviving Simon Cowell, and getting voted off the super hit American Idol. So what happens if you're not Kelly or Ruben or Clay, but instead Kimberly Locke or R.J. Helton or Tamira Gray? Is there life after losing, and more importantly, a record deal? And once you're famous, even for a little bit, can you go back to being not famous again? Cynthia McFadden on life after American Idol.
It says turn around, you fool.
3 years ago, R.J. Helton was just 19, living in Cumming, Georgia, singing and dreaming big dreams.
Don't want to let you go. I never can say goodbye, girl.
And suddenly, he was famous.
I think every magazine that I picked up, I would look at my face. I'd be like, I'm in this magazine.
At 23, Tamira Gray had been trying to break into show business for 10 years with a voice like an angel.
I've got to be strong. I stand for my dreams.
And then the fairy tale came true for her, too.
The fame is not as important as the singing. You know, the fame is a bonus.
And Kimberly Locke, also in her early 20s, from Hartsville, Tennessee, who packed away her dream of singing and headed off to law school. That is, until American Idol came to town.
Once in a lullaby.
You've really become instantly famous.
Yeah, it's like just add water.
160,000 singers auditioned. These are just some of them. Enough people to fill this stadium 3 times for a spot on the first 2 seasons of American Idol, the runaway hit show that offers amateurs a shot at a record deal. Kimberly, R.J., and Tamira are 3 of the 22 who beat the incredible odds and went careening into the living rooms of 30 million viewers a week.
If you make it through to the next round, I think you're judged on your personality as well. Whereas I'd give Ruben a 10 for personality, I'd give you a 4.5.
Oh, she's an 8. She's at least an 8.
I didn't think you had any presence up there. I thought it was just average. I'm sorry. I think you could lose a few pounds.
What?
Having your life open to criticism is not always a dream come true, especially if the villain in your fairy tale is the hypercritical Simon Cowell.
Horrible.
Oh, come on.
I mean, sorry. Everything about that was horrible.
Subtle, he is not.
I thought it was completely distinct. I'm sorry, average. And I'm seriously, we have to get this competition back on track.
Just call my name and I'll be there.
RJ, whose musical experience up until Idol was limited to the kindler, gentler world of Christian music, came under particular attack early in the first season.
In the last 2 episodes, 2 losers... No, hang on, let me finish.
Come on, Simon.
Let me finish.
Simon.
2 losers have been voted through for one reason and one reason only. It is the sympathy vote, and it has nothing to do with talent.
I have a problem. I have a problem with Simon, and I think we need to talk about this later.
We can discuss it some other time.
No, we need to talk about this later. This is crazy.
Can we stop it? Was he out of line?
I think, yeah. Oh, I thought I was going to vomit. I didn't know what was going on. Constructive criticism is one thing. Being just cruel is another thing.
Kimberly got a full dose of Simon the Mean as well.
I don't want to be rude, but I thought the song stunk.
Oh, Kyle, let it go, baby.
I said before the flames, it looked a bit like you were doing a Burger King commercial.
What?
Now, let's talk about Simon.
Do we have to? I'm joking.
Simon also criticized Kim's weight, even in his book, saying she looked like an overweight librarian.
It seems so personal and so... So personal. I'm not going to lose 30 pounds in a week, you know? I was this size when you saw me last week. I'm this size when you see me the next week. Get over it. If he didn't want me in the competition, he shouldn't have picked me. He never told Ruben he needed to lose weight.
Well, but there's a double standard, isn't there?
Oh, it's a double standard. Simon is like an itch that I can't scratch.
America should be very proud of you because you are world class. Absolutely superb. Brilliant.
Okay, so Simon doesn't like anybody but you.
I love Simon.
didn't you win that contest?
It wasn't meant. It wasn't meant. It's not something that I personally wanted. It was more a thing that I just wanted to get my face out there. You know, I wanted for...
Oh, come on. You wanted to win.
I didn't. I didn't. I wanted to make it far enough to get a deal.
And she did. Simon helped. As I understand it, he came up to you after you were voted off.
Yeah. He told me that I have nothing to worry about. American Idol's done, and now we get to focus. Now you get to do your album.
That was 2 years ago. So far, no album. More about that later.
Kimberly, you're going home tonight.
As for Kimberly Locke, losing was definitely not what she had in mind. Did you cry when you walked off the stage?
I did cry. And it was one of those things, Clay, Ruben, and I had become such good friends. You know, in the end, we just wanted to be the last three standing.
And you were.
And we were. And it was bittersweet. It was bittersweet. If I were in the Olympics, I still would get a medal. I came in third. And I wasn't in bad company, so... It was a good feeling. And I was the last girl. I was the last girl there.
RJ finished fifth.
What happens when you get voted off the island?
It hurts when you hear the other four rehearsing for the next day, and it is tough. It's very tough.
And if losing in front of 30 million people wasn't tough enough, just wait until you hear what effect the limelight was having on their real lives.
I wanted to look at my dad's family and say, you've never, ever, ever, ever been there for me. And all of a sudden, not just one of you show up, all of you show up.